Schmo with the pro, with the Motown phenom, Kevin Lee in the flesh at the FLX Studios, Miami, Florida. How we doing?
Amazing. In the flesh. You see me?
That's right, man. You were a hot free agent. Now you are off the market. Khabib has taken you off the market. You're joining the Eagle SC Promotions.
Yeah. That's crazy how that all comes full circle like that, right? After trying to fight the guy for this long, and then all of a sudden he come and pick me up for a date.
Was surprised that you guys didn't face off during that photo situation there. You guys were just hugging it out. I thought you'd look eye to eye, toe to toe with the man.
You know, I thought about it for a second, but he's Dana now. So, it was better to look the same way and stand side by side with him, you know?
Listen, Kevin, you know all too well. You were at the press conference, UFC 236, Atlanta, Georgia. The Schmo called out for a 165-pound weight division. You're a huge proponent of the 165-pound weight division. Bold statement on stage saying you will be the first champion at the 165-pound weight division. It's about damn time we got this in mixed martial arts.
Yeah, I mean, has it been that long? Was that in Dallas? It's been a long time. It's been a long time coming. So, at the end of the day, once we cut out all the promotion and we cut out all the lawyer speak and all the back and forth, I'm the most dangerous man in the world who's willing to weigh in at 165. If you ain't willing to walk into a room and weigh 165 pounds, I'm walking out of that room.
We got to make a Grand Prix tournament in this promotion for that too, obviously. Don't you think that's the best way to think who's the best?
No, we already know that. We already know. I'm just gonna take on all comers. You know, this is fighting. So all comers, whoever wants to come, they already know I'm the best. So we don't need a tournament in order to do that. I'll run the tournament, but we don't need that.
So obviously you're a hot free agent. What was the decision-making process to come here? Did it come down to dollars and cents? Did it come down to the branding name of Khabib? Because you were a wanted man.
Both, you know. I'm a prize fighter at the end of the day. So financially, it made a whole lot of sense. But then respect and these other intangible things kind of make a lot of sense too. So it had both. It had both.
And you're a wise man on stage talking about knowing your value in free agency and knowing who to fight and what your value's worth. I think a lot of the young fighters will look up to you and see what you're doing. You look at a guy who's currently in the UFC and a Sugar Sean O'Malley. People poke fun at the level of competition and who he's fighting and whatnot. But a message that you've sent loud and clear is make sure you know opponent, make sure you know your worth, and do what's best for your career moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, I'm proud of a lot of things that I was able to accomplish in the UFC and the fights that I was able to put on. And I had a lot of tough fights. But I think we can grow from that, you know? I think we can the people behind me, I will want to see become bigger and not just shed blood for another organization, you know? At the end of the day, I think that's what it came down to. I shed blood for them. And we had a great relationship together. I can look at it and I can say, oh, yeah, I did this for you. You know, I gave you Tony Ferguson. I gave you Charles Oliveira. I gave you this. They can look and say what they've done for me. But when we really step back and look at it, it was a great relationship. I've grown their company. They've grown me as an individual and as a fighter. And from now I can grow as an individual. And I think that's where we need to take mixed martial arts. We need to take it away from just being UFC fighters. I couldn't tell you who Terrence Crawford's promoter is. I couldn't tell you who Canelo's promoter really is. I can't tell you who Anthony Joshua's promoter is. But I know all those people. And I think that's where the next step of MMA needs to be.
Well said. And one final thing the Schmo wants to ask you, because you were the first fight to happen when the earth stood still, obviously during the pandemic, March 14th in Brazil, fighting the current champion, Charles Oliveira. Now that you sized up Khabib, you got in the ring with Charles Oliveira, who would win that hypothetical fight? Come on, tell the Schmo.
Between Charles and Khabib?
That's right.
If they were to fight? I don't know. That's hard to tell. You know, Khabib's not fighting right now. I can tell he's not training either. So it's hard to I'm not an analyst.
Safe answer to say, talking about your new boss like that. Final message for all the Motown Phenom fans out there worldwide.
Watch me on March 11th. We're gonna start a new era of the sport. Watch me. Watch what I take over.
He's the pro. I'm the schmo in a green room here at the FLX studios. We're out.